this 5-hour beef stew in the Jolly Holidays Gooseberry Patch Cookbook. This one is really easy. We're just gonna put everything in a casserole dish, cover it with foil, put it in the oven for 5 hours at 275. I already got the oven preheating. We'll use the Christmas one. I got this 1 pack of stew meat from Ingles. They only had the 1 pack. I probably could have asked them if they had some more in the back, but they were busy, so I just grabbed some stir fry too, and we're just gonna chop this up into smaller pieces and put it in there with the stew meat. So we need to chop that, and I need to chop some celery, carrots, and an onion. So let me wash this celery real quick. I'm gonna spray the casserole dish real quick. And we'll go ahead and chop up this stir fry meat so we can start putting everything in. They were just really busy, and I was like, you know what? I'll just get some of this stir fry meat and we will chop it up ourselves. I mean, it's not, of course, exactly the same, but it'll work. It doesn't matter that it's touching the celery. They're all going in here together in just a second anyway. Now we'll put the celery. For the carrots, I'm just gonna slice them in half. You can cut them really small though if you want to, but we like big carrots. And Sissy sometimes, she used to really hate carrots, but she doesn't mind them now. But if they're bigger anyway, if she doesn't want them, it's easier for her just to not get a carrot or move it over to the side. Now the onion. Now we're gonna put salt and pepper. Now we're putting this 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. Just gonna pour it all over the top. And I'm gonna mix 1 tablespoon of cornstarch with just a little bit of water, about a 1/4 cup of water, and pour it over. Okay. Pour that over that. Now we're gonna cover it, and it's gonna bake for 5 hours. I have a mess over here still from last night, y'all. Tyler was the last one working on his ornament, and he didn't finish it until late because he was on the phone for a little while, and then he came back in to finish it. And when he got finished, I completely forgot that all of this stuff was still over here. How did I not see it? Like when I got up to go to bed, I don't know. But we still have all this going on, and I saw it this morning, but I'm just now getting to it. That's fine. That's fine. It's Christmas time. It's fine. So I'll get that cleaned up, and I washed the tablecloth yesterday. It's in the dryer, so got a fresh, clean tablecloth to put on there. Then I got a vacuum. I need to clean the sink over here. And then I think we're gonna make those Kringles, y'all. Kringles, kringlas, whatever you wanna call them. We're gonna make them. I was talking to y'all about them yesterday.
Christmas Pringles.
Pringles, he thinks I'm saying Pringles. Kringle.
Kringle?
Yeah.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, the Savior reigns. Let men their song
It stopped raining. Miss Turkey will be happy. They're ready to get out, huh?
So is the traffic dry? Yeah.
No, I think it's still wet.
Let me go check. Where's you?
Woo, but you always win. You always win. Uh-oh, they see you coming. Woo, we got a lot of eggs in there. You need help? Oh, you got it.
I believe they can fly.
Woo! They're coming after you, Manny. Come on, Miss Turkey.
Oh.
There she goes. Woo! Oh, you're right, it is dry. Okay, before we vacuum, I'm gonna go ahead and make the dough for the Kringle because it needs to chill, I think, for an hour. Let's see what it said here. Wrap dough in plastic wrap and chill. It doesn't say for how long, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it. And then while we're vacuuming and everything, it can be in the refrigerator. First thing we need, now this says it makes 6 to 8 dozen. We don't need to make that many. So I think I'm gonna cut this in half. Then it's still gonna make anywhere from 3 to 4 dozen. So we need 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Should we use the, yeah, we'll use the mixer for this. I need to go ahead and wash the French press here in a minute. So yeah, we'll get this in the refrigerator and then I'll finish cleaning. I still have to vacuum and clean the bathrooms. That beef stew is smelling good, y'all. I feel like I need to check it. Like just by the way it smells. I'm gonna take a quick peek and see what it's looking like. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't getting dry in there or anything. There's still plenty of liquid, so it's doing good. Okay, 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Now we need 1/2 a cup of shortening. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing these two together, and we're gonna put in 1 egg. Alright, we're going to scrape down the sides, and I'm going to put a pinch of salt in here. Let's see, do I need a pinch or I need the smallest one? We need a smidgen. We need a smidgen of salt. I got these little measuring spoons that actually say smidgen, pinch, and dash. Just a smidgen of salt. We need 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. There we go. We need 1/2 a teaspoon of vanilla and 1/2 a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to go ahead and put in the baking powder, the vanilla, start mixing that. Now we need 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. I'm just going to add this a little bit at a time until we get it all mixed in. Okay, we're going to scrape it down, and the last thing we need is a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now, I've been telling y'all the ingredients for cutting this in half, you know, just to make around 3 dozen of the Kringle, and I'm feeling like it's going to be like a cookie. Some of y'all probably already told me. I just don't know yet, because by the time y'all are seeing this video, you've already seen, you know, last night's video where we talked about this. So there were a few different places that had this Kringle, and each one I think was a little bit different. There's the nutmeg, so we'll mix that in, and then we'll transfer this to something and just stick it in the refrigerator while we finish cleaning. Alright, it says to just wrap the dough in plastic wrap, so that's what we're going to do. I'm feeling like maybe some of the recipes that I looked at online said to put it in the refrigerator for an hour or something, so we're going to let ours stay in there for at least an hour before we start rolling them out. night, me and Titus were watching this video of things that people used to do to decorate for Christmas and things they used to cook for Christmas and all. And they showed these clove-studded oranges. I'm not sure at what time period people used to do that. Y'all let us know if you still do it or if you remember doing it as a kid or seeing people doing it. But you just take oranges, make a little pattern in them, like kind of start carving it, and then you just put cloves all over it. Some of them were just the cloves sticking in there. They didn't make a pattern, but some people made like a swirl pattern or something. It's supposed to smell really good, so we're gonna try it. I think I'm just gonna stick the cloves in them. I'm just gonna cut the orange just a little bit, like just barely start putting a hole in it, and then just stick the cloves in. We're just gonna stick them in there. I'm not gonna do any specific designs. We're just gonna see if they smell good. It said that it would smell people's house up with a great Christmassy aroma. We're gonna see. I'm gonna have that little basket over there with the scented pine cones and all in them, so we're gonna put it over there with that. Like I said, they got real creative with it, and we're doing different designs and everything. I walked past these oranges and remembered that last night and decided we would do this. Did you see that last night what me and Daddy were watching? No. With the clove-studded oranges. I mean, it smells if you get right here at it. We'll see. I'm just gonna do that many. We'll see if we smell it. Time is up for the stew. We're gonna stir it. Then I'm just gonna cover it again and let it sit over here. It smells really good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let's see how tender the carrots are. Oh, they're really tender. I just cut them with this spoon here. We're gonna put some flour down right here and start rolling this Kringle. My dough is still pretty soft. I'm not sure if that's the way it's supposed to be, but okay, so it says that you take the dough by tablespoonfuls, so that's about a tablespoon. I don't know if it needs to chill a lot longer or what, but we're gonna try to go ahead and get a pan of them in the oven. So we're just gonna put one pan in, and I'm gonna put the rest of this dough back in the refrigerator, y'all, and we'll let it keep on chilling. Yeah, you just get about like the size of a, yeah, just like that. We'll put the rest of the dough back in the refrigerator and see if it firms up better for us. But yeah, we'll get this one pan in so we can see what these Kringle things are all about. There's our first Kringle going in the oven. So here's how they turned out. I mean, it was my first one, so nobody be laughing too hard. But this is how they turned out.
Can I taste a piece?
Mm-hmm.
Tastes like a cookie.
Like a cookie? I've tasted something like this before. It's like a cookie, I guess. I don't know.
Like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's just, it's a different thing because it seems like, I don't know. Okay, y'all, after we taste tested the kringla, I'm gonna call it kringla because everything I look up on YouTube says kringla for these cookies. I did hear somebody call them cookies, so they are cookies, I guess. All of these are called kringla on YouTube. The kringle is the flat thing like we talked about yesterday that has, you know, some kind of filling and stuff on top of it, whatever. But every video I see of these things, they call them kringla. So in the book, it just says chill. It doesn't tell you how long to chill it, whatever. I saw one video now, just a minute ago, that says to chill it for at least 5 hours or overnight. And then I watched a lady making them, and she said to chill it overnight. Like, she didn't even try to start making them until the next day. So that's what we're gonna do. And we will make them tomorrow and see if they turn out better. Because, I mean, they were good, but they didn't really, you know, it was really hard to roll out the dough because it's still way too mushy. But we'll see how they turn out tomorrow. We're just gonna leave it in there overnight. Now, we're gonna eat some beef stew. It's still steamy. Is it good? They're already tasting it. Okay, they're loving it over here.
It looks like it's gonna be great. Probably the best I've ever had.
Really?
I'm not kidding you.
Is it just because you're hungry?
I don't think so. That thing is good.